Welcome to Bugsy's Corner. Welcome to Bugsy's Corner. Sit back and enjoy.
Hold on, everyone. So, yeah, let me just get up after bending down. So, you guys are probably like, Bugsy. Bugsy, my dear friend. Why? Oh, why? You come to this room and shoot all your videos here. Well, because one, I love everything retro gaming nerds. Trust me, I love the past and the future gaming, so I'm not just like I'm not just retro gamer that thinks that all new games suck. Or I don't think I'm like some fucking golden god because I love retro games. It's like, man, I will play a retro game. I will play stuff from PlayStation 4, GameCube, and beyond. Because gaming is gaming. No matter what anybody tells you, they're just being like, no, gaming should be our thing, and only our thing. What do I have? It's Butthead. No, we did that. Let's do some Castle Illusion again. Watching that Castle. No, I'm really doing Splatterhouse right. No. Yeah, let's play Vector Man 1. Now, you can't go wrong with little Vector. I'm gonna have Vector Man on my phone. Yeah, I got one of the freaking free Sick of Forever little apps and stuff. Oh, Vector Man, guys. I mean, yeah, I loved Halo, but like, Vector Man would be awesome if they rebooted him. But they gotta keep him like this. They can't make him do a first-person shooter because when they were trying to get him to be, oh shit! Feel that, everybody. That's the freaking Genesis Township at best. Dude, I want to hear this. I want someone to rave, and someone just shares a video of that song. I'm like, holy shit. You gotta do this. But anyways, so yeah. I always come, like, sometimes when I'm, like, writing or having writer's block or when I'm done writing a particular scene, I usually just come here and just chill, man. You know, been working on old stuff and just thinking about ideas for Act 2. I'm not writing it as I go along. I just had so many ideas for Act 2. I want to make sure that everything is up to snuff. And really, Act 1 isn't really done yet, but I want to plan. I'm planning ahead. You wanna go? Yeah. That was me. That's all. My vectors. Oh, and then, yeah, that's the checkpoint. Yo, yo. Hey. Oh my god, it took me all the way back to the beginning. I think it was a checkpoint. Yeah, we're going by old rules, I guess. I'm fine with that. I'm pretty sure like that checkpoint. I may have remembered that wrong. It's good to be the case. The Vectors. Oh yeah, in the first Spectre Man, they'll give you like a freaking spooky scene. But in the second one, it's like you're dealing with a freaking giant spider. It's going like just laughing maniacally, and it's just like whoa. And a lot of people, I want to just say this right now. A lot of people take for granted like Sega and everything they did that doesn't involve Sonic sometimes. Because yeah, I love the, like I always say, I love the blue blur. I love the blue blur as much as anybody. Trust me, these two posters pretty much show that A, I still love the adventure era, even though a bunch of people say like it's stupid, it's stupid, and it's freaking like a misstep. Let me tell you something. That is up for you guys for your taste, or because you listen to Ego Raptor. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else. Like, to me, the Sonic Adventure is far from perfect. But hey, I'm not gonna hate on it because, I'm not gonna hate on it just because a bunch of you guys are like, oh my god, it's stupid. Because these guys said so, I'm just going to follow with the pack. Because one, that was the first Dreamcast game I ever got. So there's a reason why I love it so much. Also, I rebought it and I got it from Fuji Games and they didn't have the actual case with it. So I got it in a PlayStation 3 box, but I don't got boxes. I mean, I kinda have boxes for the other ones, but not really. But I have been looking at this one place that sell, I don't know, they sell like Dreamcast boxes that look more like modern games, which again I really gotta start looking into. I don't know, to make them look presentable, My whole, getting Dreamcast games and taking kind of a little bit of a dip ever since the pandemic. So, Also, I was thinking of getting my, my actual Dreamcast online, so I can play online with some of you guys. When I was a kid, I really didn't know that you can go online with the Dreamcast. I barely knew what going online with Dreamcast actually meant. But it kind of sucks because I felt like I missed out on everything, and now that we got DreamPie, and also we can have like your Dreamcast connect to the Wi-Fi by doing the stuff with the DreamPie. Like it acts like a router, a bunch of stuff, and it's just so cool. And here's the thing. Here's the thing I love about Sega also. Sega ain't going cease and desist. No, you shouldn't do it. No, the Sega's like, you know what, man? Do your thing. Get our servers up. You want to do it? Cool. I mean, I wish that Sega would just get those servers up and just make it free for everybody. But I don't mind that the fans have kept up the servers. People got leaderboards and a whole bunch of stuff. It's just great. And a lot of people who are like seriously in love with like Sonic Adventure. There are people on Roblox that are making their own adventure-style Sonic games, and there's one game that doesn't really have Sonic, but it has every element of Sonic Adventure, which is like Pyrite Adventure. I know people will go like, Bugsy, why do you talk on and on about the Roblox and on about the other stuff in Sega? Ain't the blue bar everything all that matters? I'm like, no, not really. I love Sonic. I was a kid. Sonic was like the one thing that I really gravitated towards. That and Super. I will always love Sonic, but I'm not gonna. But I'm not like a lot of you that are just so thirsty for Sonic. I can, that I'm just gonna be like, no, we must do more videos on Sonic. Even when something's not really going on, news-wise, like I've been seeing Sonic fans literally just like pick up like all these leaks from 4chan like they could be real. I'm like, dude, okay, it's like I always be saying, like, it's 4chan, guys. People lie on there a lot just to get you guys all like, just to get you guys to be like, oh, someone made a video about my post. And they're not ex-developers who say, they're not like a playtester from this or that. If they are, they signed an NDA and we're not really going to know anything. Unless one employee goes like, I don't give a fuck, and he's gonna tell you guys anyway. But even then, it's not really. Even then, that's still a little bit far fetched. Because especially if they signed an NDA. Because if they break it can lead to a lot of things. So, you could say like, yes, 4chan is a perfect inconspicuous cover. But who's to say like, no, there's not like an extra Sega for you looking at this and it's gonna narc on the playtester. Either way you look at it, 4chan is kind of risky to be leaking information. I'd be looking at Callum, right? Callum, he'll be like, hello, my block buddies. Here's another freaking leak from 4chan that I'm going to literally think that's gonna happen. Also, I was a little ticked off one time, and he's like, one of the Soccer Wars characters would be in the game, and he just like, but they're enemy characters. No, they're not anime characters, Callum. Like, dude, they were game characters first. But it's like, no one wants to freaking. It's kind of like how I felt about Lax Chris when people were talking about Chrono being in Smash. He's like, well, I don't know if Chrono's gonna be there because he's so obscure. It's like, I get it. You probably never grew up with Chrono Trigger. You probably never figured out. You probably never really know why people are all hyped for that. But like, there's a lot of people that play Chrono Trigger and kind of want a direct sequel to it. People were doing a remaster. Fans were doing a remaster of Chrono Trigger. All the scenes you can see in like 3D. but Square took it down. See, I know this because I was there when that shit went down. And all I'm asking for Alex, Chris, and freaking Callum is just like, with Callum, he could freaking research Sakura Wars. Hell, there's like three retrospectives talking about Sakura Wars, both in the story, both one that's about more of the Sakura Wars story, and the impact it had on Japan and very other places. And since the fan translation for the first game came out, everybody is getting into Sakura Wars. And now that the recent game has come out and people are playing that, people are aching for more. So it would make sense for Sakura Wars, for like one Sakura Wars character, it'd probably be Sakura because she'd be another sword character. But I feel like Sakura's whole sword thing would be totally different. But then again, like if you haven't played Sakura Wars, you're pretty much gonna think she's another anime swords character. I mean, I'm maybe a little biased, but you can totally get Samiri in there. Because we never had a character that just uses the staff. Or we can get Kana in there. I mean, Corrin can be in there too. Maria would just have a gun. Iris is not really a fighter, so I don't know what you can do. She could be an assist trophy. But I feel like if you're going to, but I bet you they'd probably be like, no, we're going to add the newer characters from Sakura Wars. So they would probably get the other Sakura from the recent game. And the Sakura you see in my little poster right there would be like an alternate costume. And I could just think about the remixes for certain songs. Oh man, the Soaring Whale, like that could be like a stage within itself. You're in Tokyo during the Taisho area, and then you just hear ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da-bum. I'm just like, guys, I'm telling you, if you haven't played the fan translation of Sakura Wars, please do, man. It is really fun. And this is a guy who watched the old Sakura TV anime and thought that was like the canon of everything. And when I see it, I never really thought much of it when I watched it. But no, because I didn't really have a frame of reference in what these characters are, but I played the games, and really, yeah, most of them are kind of crazy screw-ups. But they have their own problems, their own things they get through, and they treat each other like a family. In the early episode of like the TV anime, I never got that impression. But that's a story for another day. But I seriously, and even though I was playing Sakura Wars and I have my playlist. I have my playlist of it up, of the recent game. And soon I'm going to go back to Sakura Wars 5 and we're going to do that. I so want 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 to be like, either localized by Sega or by a fan so I can finally play those and, start with the storylines I've already set up for that. I really do, because I love this series. Like, I love Phantasy Star. I should probably put like a Phantasy Star poster around here. But I will always love Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. I only played a little bit of Phantasy Star, but I never really played it online. And now that I got it on a certain thing that isn't now I got it on a certain kind of thing that isn't my GameCube because I haven't been able to set up the internet version of my Dreamcast. But let's just say I found a way to experience PSO1, and I really do like it. You know, PSO2 is just an improvement of it in every single way. I haven't played the other ones between 1 and 2, but I hear they're pretty good too. You know, there's a reason why people, why Panzer Dragoon Lunata got a Switch port. Because also Sega wants to bring back old IPs and probably test the waters to see if Panzer Dragoon needs a new one. Needs a new, probably a new thing in the series. But right now, you can play it on the Switch, and it's just, I think that's pretty cool. And Yakuza's doing well as well. I know people say, like, Sega's only doing this, and Sonic is the only thing they're worried about. Like, oh, there's like a bunch of things they're worried about. I'm not saying Sonic ain't important to them. It is. Heck, they're pushing out all the other voice actors because they want to start some sort of... My thing is because my belief is that they want to start a new era of Sonic. So they're kicking out all the other old voice actors that were kind of in the old boom current Sonic era, and we're gonna get something new. People are saying that that they all probably got fired for that. Let me just say something, guys. Change is good. I know it may be scary, but we had to deal with the fact that y'all had goofy Sonic for years and years and years. Now you guys need to understand that one, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's gonna be pretty cool. But I think a lot of your if Sonic Prime is going where I think it's gonna go, the average Joes that like goofy Sonic being all goofy and meany, you're not gonna like. You're probably not gonna like Prime if it's gonna go where I think it's gonna go. Because if you make it's too serious, and then all of us freaking Saiyans and Archie fans are gonna be like, boom, boom. We're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is happening. Unironically too. Man, I swear, guys. when I saw the original tweet with the tweet saying that it's gonna happen, but then I had Wild Brain. I was like, what's Wild Brain? I looked into it, and they're the ones that've been redistributing the American Sonic cartoons. And then Man of Action, I was like, Ben 10? The original Ben 10? Seriously, watch Alien Force, but don't watch the later season of Ultimate Alien. It disappoints. I've kind of been warming up to Omniverse, though. It's not that bad. But the first Ben 10 had stakes, had a villain, had a little bit more of an episodic story, and Alien Force built upon what Ben 10 Classic had. I can never truly like I don't really like the reboot. Yep. I don't really like the reboot. The reboot ain't that great. I mean, it's okay. That ain't for me. That was like me and my little brother's thingy of their little computer show. And I like the... you can call me sentimental, but I do miss those moments. No, bro. He's doing his own thing, but I still remember those moments where we just sit down and watch some Ben 10. Those were the days. I still remember us watching us watching like the one where Kevin turns evil and there's like this question of like, should we kill Kevin or like save him? Like Gwen wants to save him. Ben's like, man, they probably know the choice. And you know, me and my little brother were basically making so much noise. Our dad came in and was like telling us to quiet down, but like I remember that so clearly because me and my brother were just in the camp of like, if there's no way to save Kevin, yeah, icy. But you know, Kevin gets saved and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just like, I just wish, And Channel Pope was like, well, I don't really know much about Ben 10. I'm like, you can look it up. You can watch a few episodes legally. I'm just saying. A whole bunch of other places you can go watch it. I don't know why you're not doing it. I'm probably understanding why people love the show to begin with. Like, I know I get on people for not freaking doing their research, but like, it helps. It helps so much if you can actually just do your research. I know some of you are like, well, they're just telling us to do research because we're not like you, all hyper obsessive and like doing all this. But I'm like, why? Oh, but why not? Because then when you're talking about something you don't know, you're gonna be like a lax Chris and be like, well, I don't know about Chrono, so I don't believe you'd be in. When I got into Chrono Trigger like years ago and actually played it, I am thinking of playing Chrono Cross, but right now I'm thinking of doing a straight up like playthrough of Chrono Trigger in here. And then playing Chrono Cross in here as well. There's a really, truly, honest to God, loves Chrono Trigger. Like, ask a Square Enix fan that isn't just talking about, like, Final Fantasy. They will talk about Chrono Trigger at nauseam and talk to you about their favorite ending. All that other stuff. See, me being in the heart of, like, most communities, I know this. Because I've seen it. These guys are like making these little half-hearted predictions and going like, well, we wouldn't know this because blah, blah, blah. You know, would help just to look at maybe a fan video or look at the various fan sites that Chrono Trigger has. Stuff like that. That's all you could, that's what you really, that's something you guys could really do. But none of you, people who want to make these these predictions and not want to basically like think about it. They're like sit in punishment. Sit in punishment is, Callum did this one thing where it's like sit in punishment don't sound like a real game. Yes, it is. Look it up, man. Jeez. That's the one thing I really just hate. Like when people like could maybe, I don't know, like see this and be like, okay, looking that up, huh? You're not in a quick rush. You're not in a quick deadline for these videos. You just can take like a second and be like, okay. Like, okay, Sin and Punishment used to be something on the Nintendo 64, and it was also on the Wii Virtual Console. Like, it's just like, dude, it wouldn't kill you just to do like a few seconds of research. You act like it's some people act like it's so hard to just do that for me. It's not like you have to do something big where you have to run into like a library. Just go ahead, look up Chrono Trigger, look up a few fan things, and boom. Look up Sin and punishment. Go look that up, the relevance and everything else, and go boom. That way you know a little bit more about what these people are talking about. Instead of just sitting there like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what these are. But literally, you can probably you can get a Chrono Trigger package for cheap. Sin punishment, there's easier ways to get it. I think the eShop on Wii U still has it. I think. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I touched the tune that is in the Wii U. But, I'm just saying, it doesn't kill people just to do some research for once. People always think it's, people always tell me, why should I care? But it's I'm just saying, it ain't gonna kill you to not do it. So you waste a day or not. You know what I'm saying? I think it's better for you to understand the community of the community around something. So when you're talking about Smash predictions about a certain character, you really start to think, okay, maybe that might happen. Because none of you guys knew who Terry Bogard was. I knew what Terry Bogard was because guess what? I played King of Fight. I used to play Fatal Fury and most of the King of Fighters. So I know what they are. And I swear, the moment if Sakura is ever put in the Smash game and I hear that do 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 do, I'm gonna be like, you, none of you are gonna know who they are. Some of you are probably gonna know now because of my video that you're looking at right now, but most people are gonna be like, I don't even know what this is. The anime showing. I'm gonna be like, some of you guys don't understand anything. Don't even want to know where it is from. Let me tell you something. It wouldn't hurt to play the first game. Fans of translated, you could probably play the first game. Seriously, what it would take for some of you to freaking know about Soccer Wars or anything in Sega's catalog. I'm just saying, I'm being serious. I'll be like, y'all don't know these characters. And I'm probably the weirdo singing this and the way I'm singing is from the game. But how cool would it have been? And I'm talking to the Cyber Wars fans in the audience. How cool would it have been for the new game to end with the new characters singing the old ending credits. Seriously. When I think about it, there's a lot of allusions to the first game in the series. And, I kind of played with that while doing the stream. Like how Soldier Bugsy has, really bad PTSD from, the first game. And that always kind of persists. And for some of you guys are probably like, well, what happened in the first game? Go play it! It's not that hard to go get. Go emulate it, play it. It's not a bad game. I think Sega's at its best where you actually have characters you actually care about. You feel for them. you've been been playing a game in their world, and you feel attached. And I gotta tell you, when I play a Soccer Wars game, one and the new one, I just kind of felt this. I felt this sadness, you know. Also, I felt the sadness in the newer one because all my favorite characters from the first Soccer Wars are basically gone, except Samiri, which well, I thought that was pretty cool. We even had Samiri actually singing, and old like when you beat the game, you're just like looking at the old dialogue, and looking at some of the post game dialogue. Samiri is literally talking about God dang, hold up. Give me a minute, I gotta pause because I'm trying to remember his name now. This is beauty of OBS, I can just pause. Nah, I don't need to pause. I don't know, I was just spacing on Ogami's name for a minute. Yeah, she's talking about Ogami, which kind of makes me wonder, what's the canon ending in Sakura Wars? Like, does Ogami end up with Sakura being canon ending? Because let me just tell you, I ended up in my initial playthrough, I ended up with Samira, and I don't care. I mean, I like Sakura, but I don't know, Kana and Samiri are two characters I actually really like, and so it's hard. Maria, I like too. I just kind of felt bad for her when you do her episode, and she just wants to be an adult, man. I bet a lot of kids that were like Iris really wanted to grow up and be an adult because they see being a kid as kind of a sucky thing. Maria's story is sad, and that's all I'm gonna really touch on with that. Corin is probably my third choice because in every Soccer War game you end up with one of the girls. You never get Iris's ending. It's weird. Okay, it is so weird because he's a kid. It's very weird. I know it's in a different it's different culturally. It probably isn't that bad over in Japan, but to me it was kind of weird. So I just go with everybody else but Iris. A lot of people think Iris is annoying, but I'm like, no, Iris is a kid. That's the thing most people forget about various kid characters. They're kids. Yeah, they're gonna act a little annoying. That's what a kid does. Hell, we were all annoying kids at one time or another. Seriously. I can't even begin to talk to you guys about the many videos I've seen of Gravity Falls when they're talking about Mabel and saying how selfish she is and all this other stuff. And I'm like, y'all know that Mabel, first off, Mabel's fictional, and second off, Mabel is a kid. About to go into puberty. They go into puberty in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all get it? Kids. Shocking thing, I know. Seriously. We're all so, when kids, we're all selfish, a little spoiled here and there. But that's what it was. But, I can talk about that all day. Do I think all the reviewers are kind of wrong about Mabel and just want to go, oh, she's selfish? Yeah, pretty much. Because they don't remember what it meant to be a kid. Some of them probably never knew what it meant to be an actual kid. They probably go like, oh, you were perfect. I bet you weren't. I bet you weren't. But yeah, a lot of people just don't get that. But back to Sakura Wars for a minute. And fuck, I'm gonna talk about the TV. I'm gonna do a full video on it, but we about to talk about why I don't like TV. Here's the main thing. Everybody in the first episode is so unlikable to Sakura and so just angry. And that's not how they are. Just watch the TV anime, you'll see what I mean. Play the game first, then go and watch the TV anime. And you will see what I'm talking about. And what they did to Samiri in that freaking anime, I'm just angry about. But anyways, and Ayame. What they did to Ayame, I'm just like, she wasn't. Why are you guys making her look transparently evil? That's not what she's about. I'm just, the TV anime just makes me angry. I say watch the OVAs. The OVAs feel more like the game, and probably if you really want to play it, if you really want to do it, that can be your head game for it. But yes, I shall. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because the moment I start talking about the TV anime, I ain't gonna stop. I'm just gonna get so. I'm gonna get so freaking angry. I'm gonna get so freaking angry about the TV anime because it is a real sore spot for me. After playing the game, knowing these characters, and just like watching the TV anime, it's just like it just really gets me angry because none of these characters, except for Sakura, acts like themselves. Like, Sakura is depressed for 2 episodes. It is so painful to fucking watch. And everybody's just such an ass to her. It's just, ooh, even Maria, you really start sympathizing with Maria and really understanding how she is the way she is in the episode that you play in the game. When Maria pulls a gun on Sakura and like tells her to get basically probably not like actually get the F out of here, but pretty much get out of here and all this other stuff. It's just so ugh. And Ayame would have. I'm just gonna say this right now. Ayame would have told them to stop and would have at least tried to pep talk Sakura if we were in the game universe of Sakura Wars. But no, Ayame's just like, ugh, she can go. Being tricked, and having this evil look on her face in the freaking anime. It's just so stupid. Like, you just go, oh yeah, she's evil. But the Hive of Darkness, seeing them, they're the only ones that act like themselves. The villains are the only ones that still act like themselves. It's so stupid that they use the main characters because they want to they wanted to focus on them. I looked at various accounts and interviews. They said like they wanted the characters to kind of function without like being in love with like Ogami. And I'm just like, I'm not saying they didn't have to be, but they can still act like themselves. Jesus. But I need to go. That's my cue to end the video because, like, Jesus, we're gonna be here all night talking about this. But I will get in depth, more in depth about Soccer Wars and more stuff. See you guys later, and remember, when the cherry blossoms bloom, it's a magical thing. When you see them again, it's even greater than you could ever possibly know. And also, like, guys, I know I just went on a little tirade about freaking the Soccer Wars TV anime, but you gotta get what I'm saying here. Like, there's more to Sega than just the blue hedgehog that we all love. There's more than just him. It's them and a few others over there. So I'm just saying, notice them too. But I swear, we're going to talk about the fucking TV anime, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be pretty harsh. It won't be the next video, but it will be a video that's going to happen. Trust me, that means I'm going to have to watch the series again to really critique it, so that's going to be fun. Watching the first 3 episodes again. But I will do a playthrough of the game, so maybe when I do that, we can compare and contrast. Peace.